It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, and it's Ntilikina in at the point.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. He takes it in. Fires from deep. Bunga gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here is Howard. Pass to Luwawu. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Jones. And he converts the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
That shot wide open. Luwalu's got 6.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Skarn's down low. Pass to Hall. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Bucket is good. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Howard can't hit. And here's Jones. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Howard. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Jones in the post. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Howard kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Launches it. Howard, that's good. He has 6.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Pass to Luwawu. Over to the wing. And here is Howard. Driving the lane to the wing right side. Skarn's. No good with the triple. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. The coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Home team foul. Howard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:06 left to play in the first. Jones looking for an opening from outside the arc. No good. His first miss after 3 makes. Pass to Monaco. Here's Luwawu. Quick shot there, and it's off target. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
The rebound by Luwawu.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Monaco misses.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Puts up a 3. Davies grabs the miss. Pulls up. Buries the jump shot. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Howard. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And it's Washington missing. And they're running for the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gets the ball up the court immediately. And that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Home team foul. Trent Forrest. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Washington. Sent away. And they'll keep possession. That one good for 2. Here's Forrest. Pass to Baldwin. Five on the clock. There's the pick. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Back to Washington. Fires the 3. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. One-on-one fast break. Forrest passes to Baldwin. The offensive rebound. 3-pointer. A rebound by Washington. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 on the night. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. Pokusevski's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Pokusevski's shot ready on the catch. His mechanics are really solid.
On Sunday and then on Tuesday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And he drives in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here we go, one-on-one. It's stolen. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. From past the arc. That shot off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Traps in the tray. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
team foul. Baldwin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:44 left to play in the first half. Here's Washington, and the layup falls.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
He's covered by Washington. From downtown, Baldwin can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Wasted no time on that one. Lundberg's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. He's covered by Washington. Here's Baldwin. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. There's the triple. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Pass to Pakusevsky. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Baldwin. Shoots. He can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And that is a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the 4 slot. Here's Bonga. Sinks the three-pointer. Bonga's got 6 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Lakina out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5, down low. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Luwawu, the pass to Howard. From the arc, drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out to the wing. Pass to Monecki. Howard with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Here's Monecki. Now Howard for the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
This is critical to Ntilikina's development. Nice drive right there.
Now here's Howard. Defense is right there. Pass to Hall. Back to Howard. This one for 3. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jones. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got 8.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Luwawu, defended by Jones. Outside Howard. And it's Howard again, missing. Jones dishes to Davies. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Howard. Another miss by Howard. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Jones drives in. Pass to Bonga. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. He's got 5.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
Howard, the pass to Luwawu. Back to Howard. The 3. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Here's the screen. Pass to Luwawu. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Bonga. 9 points in the game so far. Knocks it loose. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Jones, no one around him. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Hall. Releases. And rebounded by Davies. Davies has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bonga. The rebound by Luwawu.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Monaco misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Back to Washington. And he makes that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
They set the screen to the left side wing. Three-pointer. No good on that one. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Baldwin. Kuszewski grabs the miss.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Pass to Lundberg. Here's Pakusevsky. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
A nice shot by Baldwin. Washington with it. Jacks up a three. Oh, they get it back. Second chance effort. A shot that time, not on target. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Jop. The layup off target.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Pakusevsky. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
There is something so captivating about Alexei Pakusevsky. Here's a 7-footer who believes he can be a great shooter. He's put work in to develop his handle. And, folks, I just think the upside of this young man is tremendous.
Washington against Howard.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Baldwin. The trade. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Here's Washington. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They set the pick. Right wing. Pass to Pakusevsky. On the clock. And it's Washington missing. Washington's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Howard wide open. Offensive rebound. 56 seconds left in the game. And there's the drive. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Hall's checked in for Jock. Free throw good from Washington.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Outside Howard. Again, Howard missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good...
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a much better than expected season. They're just continuing to chug along. It's evident that they're a team to be reckoned with.
Howard's shot's good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Pass to Korkmaz. From downtown. And he goes in for the dunk.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Howard. Here's Luau Cabarro. No good from outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. He's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Howard, the pass to Luau Cabarro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Old team foul. Marcus. First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And that one's good. James.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
On target from range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Calathis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
That three's off the mark. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Brown. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Calathis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Howard, the screen. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Howard's got 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Korkmaz. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Here's Korkmaz. Here's Calathis. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. No good on the shot. Howard against James. Now Howard. He's got 6. Here's Monaco. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. 1:04 left in the first. Brown passes to Korkmaz.
It'll be a turnover.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard, the pass to Luau Cabarro. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now, here's James. Here's Monaco. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land. It's a tie ball game.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That free throw good from James.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Pass to Baldwin. There's the 3. Counted from distance. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Korkmaz. No good from 11 feet. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. They lead by 1, and the second quarter is on its way. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
Here's Kalathis driving inside and can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Inja. Here's Baldwin. James with a steal. And here they come. Here's Kalathis. Korkmaz. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Baldwin. No good on the 3. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And the layup is good. He's got 9.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And the 3 off target. Brown inside. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Tipped. Connects from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Kalathis. There's the drive. Misses from short range. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Lets it go. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And the visitors call time here. Here's Akobo. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Ja. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Akobo buries it from 3.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's Inja. Launches it. Nails it from 3. Baldwin's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. With the drive, and that one's good. Baldwin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Corneli. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Baldwin. Out to the right wing. Pass to Inja. They set the pick. It's tipped, and they recover it. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Baldwin. He's got 11. Out left to the wing. Injai passes to Diop. Uses the glass on the layup. Chop's got his first 2 points.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Here's Motayunas. And there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Ant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Maneki in at the 4. Here's Luau Cabarro, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Count it. Good. Calathis has got 5 now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Howard, the pass to Hall. Now, here is Howard. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Back to Howard. 5 to shoot. And the 3-pointer goes. 9 points in the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And there's James from the arc. The rebound by Hall. James has gone just 1 for 4 so far. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Howard nails them both.
Now, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to James. Over Howard. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. James has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Hall. An easy 2 on the layup.
how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Here's Kalathis. He's got 5. Pass to Korkmaz. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, my. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge.
Shooting for the away team. The ruling on the floor stands. 3 shots.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. It's a close game here in Boston. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Maneki for 3. James with the rebound.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Tipped away. Here's Hall. Soft touch off the glass. Hall's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm. That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. You gotta learn your lesson.
And rejected. And they'll keep possession. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. He's got 5. No good with the triple.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
First personal foul, second team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for the away team. Kalathis. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
1:57 left to play in the third quarter here. From the arc. Not going to go that time. It's Brown on the wing. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Hall. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hall's got 6. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Hall's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's Kalathis. 6 points for him. And there's James from the arc. Maneki with a rebound. There's Howard with the 3. He drops it from range. Howard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Takes the 3. Back to Howard. Launches the 3. Korkmaz pulls it in. Korkmaz has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
6 to shoot, and there's James from the arc. They get it back. Brown. They shoot again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Up 1. And time for... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Hall in at the center position, locking down the middle. And he gets the bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Monecki's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Now here's Brown. The D's right on him. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Baldwin. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Akobo. Hits the trifecta.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Baldwin. And he converts the layup. Baldwin's got 4 points this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Baldwin's gotten about everything to drop, shooting 6 of 7. Akobo, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Here's Matajunas.
Ball is turned over. Wrong team ball.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Drives to the hoop. Here's Jopp. Can't hit from in close. To the paint. Here's Corneli. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Baldwin. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Jopp passes to Injai, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The home team calls timeout. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if coach's message resonates, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Count that one.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Baldwin, pass to Howard. Knocks down the triple. Howard's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. And he sinks it.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Howard, the pass to Baldwin.
Second
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Pass to Luau Cabarro. And it's in. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Here's Diallo. And it's good.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Baldwin. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Luau Cabarro. No good from three-point range. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Seven seconds left in the fourth. There's Howard with the three. And they'll get another chance. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And they barely squeeze.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got James Brown out there with Korkmaz, and it's Calathes in at the 2. James, good.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now Jones. There's a good screen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Back to Korkmaz. Pass to Brown. And here's James outside. Bonga pulls it in. We play just over a minute here in the first.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Bonga. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Korkmaz. Bonga pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The kick out to Brown. Can't connect from short range. Here's Davies. Poke loose. Here's Korkmaz. Takes the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Jones. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bonga. Shoots the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Jones. D right on him.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
James looking it over. To the inside. And here we go. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bonga's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Galathis. And that one, good. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. There's the pick. Jones drives in. Pass to Davies. Here's Ntilikina. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Korkmaz. That's tipped. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Out left to the wing. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And there's the foul to try to stop the break. And that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up. And they'll retain possession. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And Brown drops them both. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, James. Brown sets a screen for James. It's Brown on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. James has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Jones looking for an opening. He's covered by Brown. So the wing on the left. Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 6 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Brown. The baseline J off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 3. And we'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Jones, and it's Bonga in at the 3 spot.
Knows it's his job to dish the ball. Ntilikina is a floor general you can rely on.
You've got Diallo, and it's Moniunas in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And it's Okobo missing. Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. Fires for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
They've got Corniche, and it's Diallo in at the small forward. Ronnie Eunice. Second chance shot. Count that bucket.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
First team foul. At the line for the away.
That free throw good from Diallo. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Now, here's Washington. He's covered closely. No good with the triple. Diallo out there at Corniche. And it's Eunice in at the 5 spot. Trains the three-pointer. Arcobo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Washington. Takes a 3. And that one is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Akobo. And it's all evened up. Akobo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Number 32.
Akobo's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. Here's Pakusevsky. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. He's covered by Washington. A miss that time would have put him up. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Lundberg, covered by Eunice. For the 3. Pakusevsky can't hit. Here's Akobo. Off target from 3-point range. Over to the left wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Pokushevsky. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
He's covered by Washington. Pass to Okobo. The 3. That shot off. Okobo's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Knocked away. And stolen by Diallo. That's tipped. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. From deep 3-point land, hits the 3-point bomb. Diallo's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Washington passes to Pakusevsky. Driving in. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he comes up with the deuce. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Here's Washington. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Diallo. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's a Kobo. No good on the triple.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Saski's got 5 points now this quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And it's time now for the... And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is up...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina. And it's Bonga in at the small forward spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Good on the three-point shot. Bonga's got 11 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside, James. Brown sets a screen for James. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Kicks it out to Jones. Fires for three. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range. He has 7.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Shoots from the block. And that one, good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Bonga. 11 points in the game. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
From deep, James sinks the three-pointer. James has got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Tipped away. Here's Korkmaz. The three-pointer, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Bonga. He's covered by Brown. Davies kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Brown. Off with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Back to Jones. Ntilikina looking it over. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Taking 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. James, the pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. Misses the baby hook. James has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. pass to Ntilikina. And taken away by Brown. Here's the break. Korkmaz passes to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Papagiannis kicks to Korkmaz. Buries the long-range jumper. Korkmaz has got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Davies, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.110 left in the third quarter. Here's Ntilikina. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Ntilikina taking 2 shots.
Good on both. .59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Jones, no luck. Outside, James. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
For the tie. He's off on that one.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Jones, the pass to Davies. Drops in the short one. Davies has got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. They are just killing them on the interior.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Ntilikina, that 3 off the mark. From deep, James. James with another miss. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Up by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Okobo in at the shooting guard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for.
Motiejunas. 2 shots.
Motiejunas drops both of them. Washington with it. Out to the right wing. On Tuesday. And then on Thursday.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
He's covered by Washington. Pass to Okobo to take the lead. Doesn't go that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Washington, that's good. Here's Okobo. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Corniche. To the left wing. To tie it up. And it's a Kobo missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Washington passes to Partizan. Back to Washington. Shot clock at 3. Corniche with the rebound. Corniche has got his 4th rebound in this one. A Kobo. That's good. And that ties it up.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
With the drive. Washington inside. He's guarded by Diallo. From deep. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 5 points now this quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Corniche, defended by Pokusevski. And it's a Kobo missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
He's guarded by Diallo. Pass to Pokusevski. Trains it from beyond the arc.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Corniche, defended by Pokusevski. And the basket by Corniche.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Washington. Count that one. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Modiunas finds Diallo. Back to Modiunas. In the corner, it's Diallo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Away team foul. Number 32. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here is Washington. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Corniche, the pass to Diallo. Shoots the 3. Not going to go that time.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Pokusevski. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To the paint. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Assist from Okobo.
46 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now, Washington. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your home team.
That one is off.
Washington.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Here's Pakusevsky. No good on the three. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Howard in at the 1 spot. Clock at 6. Ntilikina on target from range.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. Good work there as it goes. Now Jones. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Here's Luau Cabarro. Around the back and lays it in. Nice.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Outside Jones, and there's a pick. They get it back. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Now here's Howard. That one falls. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Jones with the ball. Driving to the basket. The layup off target. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Monaco. Shakes him. And it's good on the lay-in.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Jones feels it out. Three-pointer off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Howard. Here's Luau Cabarro. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Bonga. Here's the pick. Here's Ntilikina. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And Ntilikina is skilled, really skilled at getting good position in the post. I mean, he uses his quick instinct and understanding of the positioning to score inside.
Luau Cabarro, no good. Luau Cabarro is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Outside Jones. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Luau Cabarro passes to Howard. Here's Luau Cabarro. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Assist goes to Howard.
And here's Jones. No made baskets yet. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And they're running. He shoots it. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Bonga. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Luau Cabarro passes to Howard. Gets the 3-ball to go. Howard's got 7 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Jones from outside. And he can't get that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Monaco. And that one is hammered home.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Up 11. Don't go away. We'll be back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Lundberg. They get it again. In transition. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Lundberg. Fires in the triple. Lundberg's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. The turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Washington outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Releases. Baldwin's shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Shots blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Washington right side. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. Knocks it down from distance. Pokashevsky's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Baldwin's shot is good. Now here's Washington. The three is up. Inja grabs the miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Six on the shot clock.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Jop.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Offensive board. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Jop. Another shot. And he lays it in. Jop's got his first basket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Baldwin. Banked it in off the glass. Baldwin's got his second basket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Chalk up 2 there.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Baldwin's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. 50 seconds left in the first half. Over to the wing. Here's Lundberg. Back to Pokashevsky. Clock at 6. Picked by Pokashevsky. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Lundberg. He buries it from 3. Lundberg's got 6 points in the quarter. Lundberg's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It could go. No luck on that one. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Up 11. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots.
Now let's take a moment. Glad you could join us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's Howard off the drive, goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Howard's got 9.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Howard in at the point.
Ntilikina working in the pick and roll. Fun to watch. Excels at firing passes through the defense right on time.
And it's Howard off the drive. Misses in close. Jones from outside. And they get it back. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now here's Howard. He's closely guarded. And it's good. 2 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Jones. No points so far. And he banks in the layup.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And it's good for 2. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Jones up top. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good off the glass. Jones has gotten his second bucket on the night.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Howard inside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside Jones from behind the arc. Monaco with a rebound.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And they're pushing it up. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Howard with the ball. 15 points in the game. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Howard's got 17.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Pass to Bonga. He gets it in there. Bonga's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, Ntilikina has outstanding height at the point guard spot. He's a big point guard, which really is an advantage in seeing the floor.
And the bucket is good.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
To the left wing. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. 7 points in the game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And here's Howard. 19 points in the game. Here he goes. And he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Pass to Bonga. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Right wing. Back to Howard. 23 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Jones grabs the board. To the wing on the left. Second shot opportunity. And we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And there's really plenty of time remaining.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up by 6. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Lundberg. Offensive rebound. Now here's Pokusevski. Picked by Pokusevski. The 3 from Washington. Njai grabs the miss. Njai's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Baldwin. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Washington. It's deflected. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Pokusevski. Sinks it from distance.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Hits a three-pointer.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Over to the left wing from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Lundberg's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Fires from deep. No good there. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
He takes it in. Baldwin's shot is off. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
And Lundberg gets it to go.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Lundberg's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the field. Pass to Pokusevski. And it's off from three-point range.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Baldwin's shot is off. Here's Washington. Here's Pokusevski. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. 4-3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baldwin. And a nice finish on the layup. Baldwin's gotten 4 this quarter. Baldwin's gone 6 of 10 shooting tonight from the field. Washington up top. Pass to Pokusevski. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad. I think he got too fast there. Got ahead of himself, and it cost him.
Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, wow. Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Baldwin. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Here's Washington.
Number 33.
And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Fires from way outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight, and they...
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Monaco in at the power forward position.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Calathis. Here's Korkmaz. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here is Howard. Here's Luwawu. From outside, off the mark. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Korkmaz passes to Papagiannis. To the middle. Pass to Howard. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Here's Calathis. Here he goes. Brown outside. Here's Korkmaz. One-on-one here. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Luwawu. And that goes out of bounds. No keep possession.
Team's ball.
Skarn's offline with his three. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Howard. Korkmaz, no good.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
James kicks to Calathis. Pass to Papagiannis. It's stolen. Out left to the wing. Skarn's. Hall controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen. Howard against James. Pass to Monaco. Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. Here's Luwawu. 5 to shoot. Skarn's. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Korkmaz passes to Calathis. To end the run, and it's good on the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Howard against James. Here's Luwawu. He has yet to score. It's Howard with the drive. Sedekirski's, and the three ball is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And finished off by Brown.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Now here's James. Puts up a three. The rebound by Luwawu. Outside Howard. Kept alive. Pass to Monecki. Here's Luwawu. James defending.
Now it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the first.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Calathis. Pass to James. Good. It's Calathis who picks up the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Howard against James. Howard with it. Here's Hall. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Up 11. And don't go away. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Calathis in at the shooting guard position. Here's Brown. Here's Papagiannis. Off target at the rim. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
They've got James. Brown out there with Korkmaz. And it's Calathis in at shooting guard. Baldwin the pass to Chuck. Here's Baldwin. Just 4 to shoot. The three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Picked off in midair. And even 3-on-3 break. There's Brown with the three. It's rebounded by Jock. Brown's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Substitution on the court.
To the right side. He's guarded by Diallo. Pass to Jock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Baldwin. The second chance effort. Corniche with the rebound. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On Tuesday and then on Thursday.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Baldwin. Yaramaz. No good from outside. Down low. It's tipped. That's to Diallo. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Jock.
And even with good coverage defensively, that time. He has confidence to drill the three.
Out to the wing. From past the arc. No good on the shot. Going inside. Akobo. That's good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Baldwin. Over to the left wing. There's the triple. Clock at 4. Off target from outside. In the corner, it's Diallo. In the corner, Moniunis with it. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Baldwin, beyond the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
1:14 left here in the second. Yaramaz traps in the tray.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now here's Diallo. Defense is right there.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Baldwin. .40 seconds left in the first half. Chalk up 2 there. Baldwin's got his third basket of the night.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
.23 seconds left in the first half. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Moniunis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Baldwin. And a miss there on the triple. And so we conclude the first half. Up by 15. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan.
Well, I think for the home team, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recap?
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the home team.
Their perimeter.
That'll do it for our show.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle. Back to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Luwawu. James covering. Howard, good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Howard's gone 2 of 3 from the field. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Howard. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Papagiannis kicks to Coathis. To the inside, Korkmaz. Papagiannis passes to James. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Howard's shot is good.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
From deep, James. The rebound by Luwawu. James has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Howard. Plays it up and banks it in. Howard's got 13 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Pass to Monaco. And stolen by James. Stolen away. James against Howard. There's the screen. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Hall. Shot clock at 5. Setakurski's. Pass to Howard. There's the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot to stop the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Nailed from three-point land. James has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Coathis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Luwawu. From beyond the arc and then some. Luwawu's got 6.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Papagiannis. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Korkmaz. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from deep. They get it back. Here's Luwawu. Misses the 3.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
The kick out to Brown. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 5.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And here's James outside. Here's Papagiannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. It could go. That one's not going to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Corniche, and it's Diallo in at the 3 slot. Jacks up a 3. Akobo. That's good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Baldwin. It's good.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now Diallo dives to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here's the fast break. Akobo, that's good. Akobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Baldwin from the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Sinks the triple.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Off the left rim and out.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one down.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Substitution for the away team. Number 0, Marcus Howard.
Here's Diallo. For 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Baldwin. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Akobo. Here's Corniche. Looking for Mota Eunice. He gets it there. It's not going to go for him. And here is Howard. Pass to Jock. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Mota Eunice grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Akobo, the pass to Corniche. For the 3. It's rebounded by Jopp. Here's Howard. Here's Jopp. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Jopp. Pass to Baldwin. Tries again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They swipe it. Pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Here's Baldwin. There's a screen. To the left side wing. Takes the three. And it's a Kobo missing. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Baldwin. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what he wanted.
To start the weekend in style, we welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Pass to James. Here's the three. And he parries his first look.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Here's Bunga. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Kalathis. And stolen by Jones. In transition, here they come. Here's Ntilikina. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, for Frank Ntilikina, to me, it's about being aggressive. When he's taking the initiative, he forces the defense to react.
Ntilikina, 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. In transition, here they come. And he comes up with a bucket. That's just a terrific pass to beat the defense up the court, and that's exactly how you move the ball in transition. Here's Bunga. Pass to Jones. And he drives in. Here's Bunga. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jones. The baseline J is on the way. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync. To the inside. And Brown with the stuff.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Drops in the 3.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Check by James. The 3 knocks down the long Jays. And it's a tie ball game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Kalathis. Over Jones. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Bunga. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. He has 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Kalathis. A minute 31 left in the first quarter here. And here comes the break. Pass to Bunga. From outside, off the mark. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
James, right side. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
On the take. Fires the 3. Pass to Bunga. Left side Jones. Goes back up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's Korkmaz. 3-pointer. Can't get it to drop. Jones from outside. That one doesn't drop. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 3. And we'll be back with you. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Here's Corneli. Nice D from Pokashevsky. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, that's a smart pass by Alexei Pokashevsky. This guy handing it off to a ready shooter. Nicely done.
Now Diallo. There's the drive. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And Pokashevsky, here we go. Missed inside. Here's Matajunas. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
He does not get the second one. The steal. Here's Corneli. He's guarded by Washington. Here's a Kobo. And a miss there on the triple. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And that one drops for him.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Washington outside. Going inside. Shot clock at 6.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's a Kobo. The rebound by Lundberg.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
The 3-ball. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Here's a Kobo. Hits the trifecta.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
They set a pick. Washington drives in. And Washington powers it through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of this game. Diallo, no good. And they're on the break. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Wow, do you love to see the big man get out in transition, recognizing teammate makes a defensive play, let me get to the other end. Pokashevsky, yes, sir.
Down low. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
There is something so captivating about Alexei Pokashevsky. Here's a 7-footer who believes he can be a great shooter. He's put work in to develop his handle. And folks, I just think the upside of this young man is tremendous.
Number 5. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Diallo. So hits one and misses one at the line.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
That one goes in.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
He's guarded by Washington. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
18 ball.
On Monday, and then on Saturday. There's 53 seconds left in the second period.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on the free throw.
Dwayne Washington Jr. taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Akobo. Here's Diallo. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took him a while to get going.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's hauled in by Akobo.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
For 3, Diallo. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Knocked loose. 1 second left. That shot is off. And that'll do it for the first half of play. They're up by 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Ntilikina.
Home team foul. Thornton Korkmaz. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bonga. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Brown. No good with a layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Now, here is James. He's covered closely. Here's Korkmaz. Off target from 3-point range.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Out to the right wing. Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. Pass to Ntilikina. Now here's Jones. There's the 3. Korkmaz pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's James. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Korkmaz. 5 on the clock. buries it from three.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Here's the pick. Defended by Brown. Tipped. Here's Kalathis. It's Brown on the wing. Out to James. Beyond the arc. That one no good. James has gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Off target at the rim.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Korkmaz passes to James. From downtown, James can't get that one to fall. James has gone 1 of 5 from the field. He goes up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Ntilikina. Checked by James. Pass to Bonga. Takes a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Korkmaz. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Pass to Bonga. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. The shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. 10 points for him. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter. James outside. Off target with the three.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Off with the layup.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Bonga. And stolen by Brown. Oh, swiped away. And they're on the run. Jones from outside. On the wing, Jones. Here's Ntilikina. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 13. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Matajunas. To the wing, right side. Here's Akobo. On target from range.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Now here's Washington. Pass to Lundberg. Clock at 4. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Akobo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Washington drives in.
Old team foul. Matajunas. First personal foul. First team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Driving in. Up top, Pokashevsky. Just 5 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Here we go. Here's Matajunas. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Lundberg. The rebound by Diallo. He's guarded by Washington. Okobo gets the bucket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Now here's Washington. Defense right on him.
Home team foul. Number 32. First personal foul.
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
The people will video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the game.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw is good, and the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he makes the first.
For the away team. Number 45. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. To the right side. Pass to Okobo. 4-3. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
It's Washington, high post. Covered by Diallo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pokashevsky. This one for 3. The rebound by Corneli.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He's guarded by Washington. Here's Okobo. Here's Matajunas. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Third personal foul. Second.
1:42 left in the final quarter.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:27 left in the game. Picked by Pokashevsky. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokashevsky, a big who can shoot it.
Pass to Okobo. Diallo on the wing. The layup misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
To the inside. Here's the break for three. Diallo doesn't go for him. Pass to Pokashevsky. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall.
Well, Pokashevsky's shot ready on the catch. His mechanics are really solid.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Diallo, no good. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game and